Hi, welcome. It's Kenny Russell, Bulldogs of Faith, living life in the Spirit. We're here in Liverpool in the UK on the Planting Seeds of Light tour. And I'm with Keith, and Keith has a group here that meets. Do you meet on Shabbat? So when do you meet, Keith?
We meet
A little closer with the mic.
we meet on a Friday night in Steve's, my mate's house, and we've just outgrown it, and we're moving to another place in Wavertree. It's from tomorrow, please God, you know.
That's great. Now, how long have you been involved in the Hebrew roots?
A couple of years, 2 or 3 years, you know.
What brought you into the Hebraic roots?
Well, when I was in the Church of England, I was reading about Israel and all the blessings, and then every time I kept asking the pastor, you know, what about Israel, he would say next week or not now, and I kept asking him, and then I eventually left because you know, when I questioned him on Israel, he just sort of pushed me away. And even once, which really got heavy, the worst thing he said I got a bit heated with him, and he said the Holocaust was overplayed, and that's a Church of England minister, you know.
Wow.
And I had to go, you know, after that.
So it's more than just seeing and understanding about Israel, but do you keep Torah now? Do you follow in the ways of Torah? Why do you do that?
Because once I realised the truth, it just felt right. Once I left and once I started doing Torah with Steve, and we do the Shabbat, and I went to Israel and I seen the difference when they kept Shabbat and on the streets, what we call the weekend, where everyone's running around and everyone's just family. It's all about family and God.
Amen.
And it just looks so holy, and I just thought, that's right, that's what God, that is shalom, you know.
Amen.
And I wanted shalom, you know, and after Israel, I was never going to go back to, you know, the Sunday church.
Just the system. Now, as you have come into the Hebraic roots, do you feel that you are walking more with Yeshua closely than what you had within the Christian church world?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got rebaptized, you know, got baptized in Israel, but I got baptized again once I understood you know, got baptized actually into the Torah as well, you know, as Yeshua.
Amen.
Because I just felt like I'd been 10 years, you know,
in a different system.
Yeah, right. And I just feel like I've got shalom now, freedom, and I understand the difference. It's just a huge difference. It's a massive difference.
So why do you think your group is growing? Why are you seeing so many people wanting to join you in this walk?
Because I think that there's similar people. God puts you in touch with people in the same walk, and the people I'm with, like, that are here now in this room, like Steve and Mo and Israel and, you know, June, they're all here, most of them, and they've done the same. They've gone through the same battle. It's like a spiritual battle, and the church has gone into the world, and I want, you know, I don't want to be in the world.
There is such a change. You know, you have churches that are accepting homosexuality. They're bringing change to what the Scripture actually says. In fact, I think we're actually seeing now even a lot of the Protestant church is bringing more of an alliance back to the Pope today than we have ever seen, and that should be the greatest sign for us all to wake up and say, wait a second, what's going on? If they want to hang out with this guy, you know, we need to stand up, huh?
Well, Kenny, I was a Protestant, and at one time I used to think I was right. You know, I thought we were protesting, and I thought I'm a protester. And the next minute in the church, it was all like churches together, and we were walking with the Catholics. I'm not saying that the Protestants are right above the Catholics, but it was just like going back under Rome.
Right. It's not about the people, it's about the system.
The system, the whole system.
Right.
This whole church, we've gone in, it seems like the whole church system's going back under Rome, you know.
Right. That's powerful.
Paganism.
Well, Keith, you know, it's awesome to be with you here tonight and just to hear a little bit of your background, what's happening. And, you know, this is the truth. You know, there is people coming back to Torah all over the world, and many are coming back to Torah, and no one's even teaching them. They're not finding teachings online first. They are first seekers of truth, saying, why do we believe this? And what's incredible about today, we have access to information today we never had before. It reminds me, Keith, of Martin Luther when he's nailing his complaints to the Catholic door. He's like, give the people the Scriptures and let them see how much you're lying to them. And we're still in that same place. We're actually unraveling all of history all the way back to the time of Yeshua. And today we're seeing people crying out, just get me back to the roots of this faith. And how do we get rid of all of the man-made junk? Because people are fed up with the stand-up, sit-down, going through the motions that they've been doing every Sunday. So thank you very much for
Thanks,
sharing with
Kenny.
me. It's awesome, and it's great to be with you.
Blessing, Kenny. Thank
Amen.
you very much.
Amen. Okay.